Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. Bitcoin's price has been stagnant for quite some time now, but the network itself is actually exploding. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at what exactly is happening behind the scenes. Let's get it. So if you've been living under a rock or just haven't been paying attention, Bitcoin's price hasn't moved much over the past couple of months. In fact, we've been stuck in this trading range for quite some time now. Some people are calling this consolidation, others are calling it a death triangle. But whatever you like to call it, the price of Bitcoin has been stagnant. However, the network itself is actually booming. And by the way, when I say network, I mean the underlying technology that powers Bitcoin, which is the blockchain. The blockchain is where all the transactions take place. It's also where all the Bitcoins are stored. And right now, the blockchain is exploding. Let me show you some data. Bitcoin's hash rate just reached an all-time high. The hash rate is a measure of the computing power that is devoted to the Bitcoin network. The higher the hash rate, the more secure the network is. As you can see, the hash rate is currently sitting around 168 million, which is an all-time high. This means that more people than ever are mining Bitcoin and are contributing their computing power to the network. But why are more people mining Bitcoin? Well, it's simple. It's because there's money to be made. You see, every time a Bitcoin transaction takes place, a miner is responsible for verifying the transaction and adding it to the blockchain. Miners are incentivized with Bitcoin, so the more transactions that take place, the more money miners make. And right now, there are a lot of transactions taking place. In fact, Bitcoin's transaction volume just reached a 6-month high. As you can see, the 30-day moving average of the transaction volume is currently sitting around 275 million, which is the highest level since April. This means that more people are buying, selling, and trading Bitcoin than ever before. So what's driving this increase in activity? Well, one reason could be the recent Bitcoin price pump. Remember, price doesn't matter when it comes to transaction volume. A single Bitcoin being transferred is just as valuable as 10,000 Bitcoins being transferred. So even though the price of Bitcoin has been stagnant, the transaction volume has been increasing. Another reason could be the growing number of Bitcoin. These machines allow people to buy Bitcoin with cash, and they're popping up all over the place. In fact, there are now more Bitcoin ATMs than banks in the United States. These ATMs make it easier for people to buy Bitcoin, which could be contributing to the increase in transaction volume. Whatever the reason, the fact remains that Bitcoin's transaction volume and hash rate are both at all-time highs. This shows that the network is growing and becoming more secure. It also shows that people are still very much interested in Bitcoin, despite the price not going up. Some people might see this as a negative thing, because they want the price of Bitcoin to go up. But I see it as a positive thing. The fact that the network is growing means that Bitcoin is becoming more established and more people are using it. The more people that use Bitcoin, the more likely it is to become the dominant crypto. Of course, price will eventually go up. When that happens, only time will tell. But until then, I'm just happy to see the network grow. That's all I got. Be blessed. Way out.